We are going to discuss just the breakdown of how I made the Toon type of text animation with the background animation, and this is the final result. Okay, alright, and this is totally made in Adobe After Effects without any third-party plugins, and let's see the breakdown of this tutorial. Alright, and let's jump to the After Effects, and now you can see here. So this is the project file. I included this project file in this source description. Just you can download and you can search if you have any doubts or anything else. And let's jump and let's go to this pre-comp tool first of all. And this resolution is full mode. Just I don't need full mode as of now. Just while when you want to render it in the you can keep it full mode just for high quality. Just when you're walking, you can put it half, third or quarter. Alright, and let's jump into the pre-comp one once again. And first of all, these are all the shape layers, and I will show just how I made the shape layer. So this is the shape layer, and I disable the fill over here, and let's go to the shape over here. And first of all, I used to give some stroke width to 99%, and just once you disable the taper, so without taper it looks like this. And just why I used to give taper means just I need to give some liquid type of feel for this stroke animation. For that reason, just I used to give the taper. The taper length is 31% and taper end length is 23%. Cool. And coming to this one, and again I used to turn on this one and solo it, and this is also the same, and I used to give the same process just by taking the stroke, disabling the fill and enabling the stroke width, and just using the taper values like same values 31/23. And I used to give some trim pass animation over here, the same both like previous, just start and the end keyframes, and I used to animate like this. Just alright, and I used to duplicate the rest of all this and see here, and I used to change the path here. Just how can I change the path means just click the pen tool and you can change this path as per your requirement. And you may ask the question, instead of taking this repeater, just why you duplicate this many times means the repeater won't give you that much feel and that much realistic result in some cases, and that's the reason I used to duplicate this many times and place it with different time offsets, especially for making different time offsets. See here, we don't have different time offsets, and here it starts from here and here it starts from here, and once have a look. So alright, it's finished. And now just coming to the effects, and I used to give some twill, so it will give some kind of feel to the animation. And once we can solo, first of all this one. So with this twill, you may feel some kind of this pushing type of, here you can see some bulginess here, so giving some bulginess to this animation, I added that twill, and I used to give twill radius to 6 and angle to 12. And the next thing I used to give some rough edges, and the values here, the border 8 and the edge sharpness 1, everything, and the scale 220. Alright, and copy these two effects for all the shape layers. Okay, and we can see. Alright, and it's looking awesome. And now just select everything, all the shape layers and pre-comp, and let's go back to this another one. And now you can see this one. And now we need to go filling the colors. So here it's looking very colorful. Just how I achieve this result means I duplicated this pre-comp into nearly 6 times, and I used to take the transform here. Just keep remember, just always use the transform from the distort rather than the changing the position here, because it's very the best choice other than changing the position over here. And just I used to change the color here, the fill to red color. The first color here is the red. Each duplicate gesture I used to change the different colors. Here I used to take the green, and for one duplicate just I used to take the blue, dark blue, and for one it's the pink, and for other it's yellow. So alright, and this is the final result. Cool, and it's looking very nice. And let's go back to the main composition, and this is the main composition. 10 frames. So just I need this animation at least to be continue for 3 seconds. So for continuing 3 seconds, just I duplicated this breadcrumb to one number of times. See here, and I used to give the different time offsets with the variation of 10 frames. I think just here it's 0th frame, and again at I think in 8th or 9th frame, just again this is going to start, and I repeat the same process for more number of times until the 3 seconds finish. So alright, and now just once go back to this breadcrumb tool. It's alright, and it's looking fine for me. Solid, and once we can see, and once we can disable unsolid, alright, and we finished this one, and now it's time to add some text over here. So we can discuss just how I made the text here, and let's jump into this breadcrumb 3, and this is the text, and this one is basically the shapes. Just how I made the shapes means, just basically the shapes are just very simple. Just take a shape layer and just disable the fill like before, and increase the stroke width a little bit, and take a taper, and you can give some value of start length to 63 and end length to 64. And alright, and now just go to the trim paths, and we can animate this one with the help of the trim paths. So first of all we can solo it for first one, and as you can see, and start and end the end animation, and duplicate it for more number of times, and place a different time offset, more number of times with different positions. Just alright, and this is known as the text reveal. With this animation only we can reveal the text. Just alright, and let's go back to this frame, and you can see, and this is the text. Once we can jump into this text, so basically this is the text. Just I used to take the font here while making the Toon type of text. It's always you have to take this kind of fonts. So this font is downloaded from internet, shorthand gothic, and you can use this font for particularly making this Toon type of text animations or anything else. Alright, and just how I achieved this result basically means, so basically just I need to duplicate this one, and just with the help of this fragments, just I used to take an alphabet, and again if I don't take, and again I want to duplicate the same breadcrumb, and just I used to give some freeze. So if I didn't freeze this one, and if I didn't take one more alpha matte, automatically this text animation is going to go end after 1 second, because this animation is only for 1 second. Alright, and that's the reason just I used to duplicate this breadcrumb for one more time, and I used to take one more text duplicate, and I used to make an alpha matte over here. Just alright, and hope you understand this one. And coming to this one, just I used to give some color animation over here with the help of fill, and just I used to give some random colors for 4 times, and just simple lookout expression. Alright, and let's go back to the pre-comp comp one, and we finished. Sorry, before that, just I forgot to say that. And this is the final composition for the text, and I used to drag this stroke animations over here, and this stays the first, and later this text will come. Alright, and it's looking good. And I used to add some drop shadow for this text. So without drop shadow, I think it looks very flat. And let's jump into the final composition, and you can see, and this is the text revealing part. Alright, and now anything else we have to discuss means the light striking. So we can see here some light striking over here, and this looks very fine for me, which I'm very happy with this light striking. Just how I made means same with the help of the stroke, and just by disabling the fill, and I used to give some stroke and increase the taper end and the taper width, and I used to give some rough edges, and I used to give some glow. So this is the, even I used to give some turbulent displays. So the turbulent displays, the settings are 17, amount is 17, and the size is 61. And I didn't touch any animation evolution over here because I don't need that thing. And the rough edges, coming to the rough edges for the border, just I used to take 3.5, and the edge sharpness is 1, and the scale is the 100. Alright, and we should have add some glow for this one, because the light striking should always contain some glow effect for this one. And the glow values here is 87%, and the radius is 63, and glow intensity is 1. That's alright, and just we used to give some trim path animation just as I shown in the before. Alright, and this is trim path. And I used to duplicate this for 4 times. See, and this for 4 times by changing with the help of the pen tool. So with the help of the pen tool, just we can change these shapes according to your wish. That's alright guys, and coming to this one, and this is the post-raise time. Why I added this means because just to reduce the frame rate, because as I said earlier, this time I'm a big fan of the stop motion. So for that reason, just I added the post-raise time, and I used to reduce the frame rate and give it to 11. And coming to this one, and this is the glow for the entire composition. Just I used to give some little bit of the glow. The settings are very simple. Just glow threshold is 57, and glow radius is 137, glow intensity is 2.2. And just I reduce the opacity. Just I don't want to give the 100% opacity. Even the 100% opacity means it's look very contrast. It will be very more. And just I used to give the opacity to 30. That's alright. And just I used to give some transform here for taking another adjustment layer. And with the help of transform, just we used to have some shaking effect for this one. And for position, just I used to give some small amount of making some vibrant like animation for this entire scene, and I used to give some expression. Alright guys, and we finished. And coming to these shapes are just optional. Just if you want to give, just you can give, and it is also very simple. Just by taking the stroke effect and by adjusting setting the taper, and with the help of the trim paths, just we can animate this one. And take the rough edges and the turbulent displays, which we already taken in for the first one. Just here, I think. Just here, which we already take in the same values. Just I used to give for the rough edges here. Just alright, and this is optional. Just if you want to add, you can add. Otherwise, it's up to your wish. Just alright, and we can look the final version. Just okay, alright guys, and this is the final result. And just hope you learned the breakdown just how I made this Toon animation in Adobe After Effects. Just I already provided the source file in the description. Just you can check it once, and if you have any doubts or questions, just you can comment me or you can directly ask me. And thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and please like this video, and please share this channel to all of your friends. Thank you, and see you in the next video.